What up YouTube, it's Misery's Company. In this video, the most recent update is out, and a lot of people are going to be class changing because honestly, it's a really good time to do it, and there's a lot of different changes that happen to literally all the classes. I myself am also considering class changing, and we'll talk about that a little bit later in this video, but first let's talk about what you have to do right now, not me, but you have to do right now before you class change. Let's get straight to it. So the very first thing you're going to want to do before you class change is really identify where we are in the game in terms of the Paragon. So what we know for sure is if we go to your map, go to the Hell Paragon, there is no other Hell 9 Paragon. And what I mean by pick the right time, you do not want to be class changing right before a new Hell difficulty comes out when you're going to be pre-farming that gear, because then it's all for waste. So you want to make sure that you're in a position where you're kind of like right there in the middle of whatever the Paragon is for your Hell difficulty before you go to that next one, because that really kind of tells you in advance, are you wasting your time, or do you have time to switch to a few different characters and really get to enjoy the game as a whole with all the different classes. So like I said, currently Hell difficulty 8 is Paragon 600 to 900, and as you can see, my current server Paragon is like a little bit below me, so 686, so it's perfect. We have 200 roughly Paragon levels before we get to that next Hell difficulty. Now, pre-farming aside, which I'm assuming will happen, but we did just get an update, which means we have at least another 2 weeks, if not longer, before we even get another Hell difficulty even introduced to us. So now's the perfect time to start in terms of timing. So the next thing you're going to do before you class change is go ahead and do your challenge rifts. Reason being is that you're going to lose all of your stats, all of your essences, all of your set pieces, and they won't translate. You'll get the sheer stats, but you won't be getting the specific piece of gear. So for example, I was running a Banquet of Eyes, or if I was running the full 4-piece like I typically am when I have everything equipped, you're not going to get that. You're going to get the sheer stats alone, so you don't lose combat rating, but you're not going to get the additional benefits, and you have to refarm all your set gear whenever you change to a different class. So that's another reason why you want to go ahead and make sure that you're peaked out your challenge rift as high as you can. I myself am basically just kind of chilling at 280. I went ahead and did 281, 282, and yeah, not quite there yet. Definitely need a little bit more combat rating. So again, good time for me to go ahead and do a class change, because I can't push my challenge rift right now because I'm kind of like capped in terms of my combat rating. So good time, and again, another confirmation that it's a good time to consider changing. Next is going to be now this is close to when you actually specifically go to class changing. You want to make sure you equipped all your best gear. You don't want your best set gear, you want your highest gear that gives you the most stats. Reason being is that, like I said previously, you're going to be getting item for item upgrade. So this is this piece right here, the Beacon's Urge, is great for what I was using it for, but this is a higher piece of gear, which means when I do get the reservist gear on whatever class I go to, I will actually be benefiting from the stats and I can then just farm the set piece instead of feeling like I'm struggling with my overall item level. So my overall item level right now is 14,099. Not bad. And like I said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and be class changing myself, and I'm going to be doing that right now. So the different classes, I've made content on most, if not all, classes. And the other thing, this is like a hidden like secret number 4 that I'm going to mention, is there a new class coming out? And we don't know for sure. We have a pretty good idea. We know that a new class is coming in general sometime this year, but we have no idea when. The timing does make sense. That would be around the 1-year anniversary, or when Diablo 4 comes out, which is in, well, about a month. So again, that gives us at least 2 full cycles of class changes if you wanted to do it on a 2-week rotation to do so. So now kind of enjoy your downtime and consider class changing. Like I said, I myself have been a wizard for a long time. I've been on the wizard for a long time, and I will actually be class changing myself reluctantly, because I do love my wizard, and I haven't even farmed all the gear for it yet, but I will actually be changing my class for the first time here in a long time. Now, the barbarian did get a little bit of a nerf. The wizard is what I'm currently on. Demon Hunter got a bunch of changes and some buffs as well. Monk, I haven't been on in a long time, but did get some nerf, but some buffs also to probably offset those nerfs that it got. Crusader is probably one of the classes I know the least, because it's been the longest. I think this was like the first class I changed to from the wizard to make content for, so I'm really out of touch with this one, and it got a few changes as well. Necro had some different, like it was already in a really good spot, but it actually had a buff to its like explosive builds, which will be, I think in my opinion, kind of interesting, because that's like really the bread and butter of most Necros. So I don't know which one I'll be transferring to. Oh, but wait, I do. and I'm not going to tell you in this video. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to this channel, because tomorrow's video will be showing you guys which class I'm changing to and why. Until next time, guys, lock it in.